Guys, it took me a couple minutes to get started this morning. As I set up yesterday, I set up the notification online to do this live stream as a farewell from me to Uncle Sam. And what I mean by that is today marks the day for me wrapping up my 30-year commitment to the United States Army. As everybody can see, this is the rank that I'm getting out as a staff sergeant. And I just want to say to everybody out there that's in the military, that watches this video or knows me, I just want to say, sincerely been my pleasure. And I could not think of a better place to wrap up my career other than the beaches of Florida here. It's a beautiful place. Got some nice waves, beautiful sunrise. I come down here often, and hey, I hope you'll excuse the beard, but I took almost 100 days off for terminal leave, and growing this beard was my first opportunity to really grow a substantial, good-looking beard that I can be proud of. I've never been able to do this in my life just because I've been in the military for 30 years, and that's more than half of my life. 53 years young. But let's just talk for a couple of minutes. I just want to talk about my career. I've been all over the place. Iraq, Afghanistan, Iceland, throughout different states in the United States. I've been to Germany. I've done all sorts of different jobs. My primary job was infantry, 11 Bravo. And it was very fulfilling, to do that job. It's very rewarding. There's a lot of times I could talk about, and I could, I'm not going to come on here and bash the military or anything like that. The military is constantly changing, okay? Yes, it's very political these days, even more so than what it used to be back that I can remember early in my career. It was not so political. Things were kind of cut and dry. You did what you were supposed to do, and that was pretty much it. But there's been a lot of change. There's been good changes, changes for the better of the country, for the organization. Everybody talks about the military, different branches of the service and stuff. All in all, any of the military service is just like a great big gang. Everybody works for Uncle Sam. Back in the 50s, 60s, 70s and stuff like that, you heard a lot about Uncle Sam being referred to this fictitious person, hey, he wants you. Hey, nice to see Lucy here this morning. Thanks for joining in. Certainly appreciate that. Back to what I was saying, everybody's view of Uncle Sam, he's got this big top hat, he's got, stars and stripes uniform on and stuff, and he wants you to enlist and serve your country. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Everybody should do a year or something, or just become familiar with what it takes to give back to your country, to join, to feel some type of commitment, to an organization, the camaraderie that comes with being a soldier, having other people that are, they don't necessarily have to be the same age as you. You can, young, old, you all have the same expectations to advance, to make more money, to fulfill your obligation, to learn things, you know, learn your job, learn other jobs, become versatile. I'm just walking back and forth here, really. But guys, look at this view. Isn't that awesome? It's actually pretty warm, um, which is great. We just got over this cold spell. Let's talk for a moment about some of the benefits that I got from the military. You know, financial stability comes with that. You know, you get set up. You know, you make a certain amount, you achieve a certain rank, you make a certain amount of money, whether you get paid bi-weekly or monthly, every 2 weeks or monthly. It depends on what you have set up with your pay, with the payroll system and everything. But I got paid every 2 weeks, so you know how much money you have coming in. You keep track of your bills and what you're spending and stuff. And it's a very, being in the military is really highly respected all over the world. Being a service member, it takes dedication. You have to be, you know, uh, with that dedication and commitment, you're basically sending a message to everyone out there, civilians, employers, other employers, civilian businesses, stuff like that. You're sending a message to them. You're letting them know, hey, look at this. I can be committed. I can get up every day when I'm supposed to. I can show up to work and do my job, be responsible, be a good person. Be willing to sacrifice your time. You know, over my career, I sacrificed a lot of time. I sacrificed time away from my kids. I have 3 wonderful children that, I could ask my kids for anything in the world and they're right there, you know. And for me to be able to maintain a relationship with my kids, that that means a lot to me. I was very fortunate because being gone all the time and everything, all over the world, it's not easy to do. It takes sacrifice. It takes, staying up late when everybody else is sleeping. Whether you're in Iraq or Afghanistan or something like that, you're giving up time that you're supposed to be eating, time that you're supposed to be sleeping, or something like that. Any minute, any single time that you get to make that phone call, and that's very important. Any new service members or people that are considering going in the military, just remember that, no matter what you do, how much money you make or what you accomplish, what your job is, just remember your family has to be number one. Okay, you can't do it alone. If you don't have a family, it's a little bit different. You do it on your own, but you're going to have friends. That's a very important thing, to have friends that you can depend on, friends that'll be there when you need them. But number one, I can honestly say I missed out on some things in the military because I just could not adapt to be that yes man. I'm not saying it's a necessity that you absolutely have to be a yes man, and because I guess to an extent you kind of have to be. You have to be sort of a yes man, because when your boss tells you what to do, yes, carry on. You know what I mean? Knock it out, get it done. You're not going to say no. You got to know what battles you pick and choose your battles. If you know you're right, stand your ground and stuff like that. The Army always says, do what your rank can afford. And you don't have to dig too deep to understand what that means. You know, as you gain rank, you gain probably a higher level of, I don't want to say a higher level of respect, but you're in charge of more. And with being in charge of a lot of stuff, or more, either more technical, more valued position or something like that, more important of a position, um, a lot of respect comes with that and stuff, and authority too. Different jobs, different positions you have as you gain rank and stuff like that. You get that authority, and you know it's look at these waves, guys. It's awesome. I'm about to get sucked up here by the water, but it's absolutely wonderful, and absolutely enjoying it. Um, but going back to the reason why I'm doing this live stream, look, I got 5 people in the chat. I really appreciate everybody joining in. Um, Thanks for the support. I know I haven't done a lot of um, haven't put a lot of time into the channel. I've still got a lot of things going on um, right now. Just making this transition, really starting today. Today is the start of the rest of my life, and tomorrow, when today is done, tomorrow I'll be a civilian. No longer be a service member. I'll always be a veteran, and I do hold the military near and dear to my heart, just because I can say that there's a lot of people that never gave up on me. Not that I was a lost cause or anything like that, but there are several people that I would like to give a shout out to. Some of them, you know, um, what I'll do is I'll go back and I'm gonna tag those people. I just gotta remember their names and probably make sure I have the correct spelling. But I do want to give credit to people that stood by. I'm not sure of everybody's status, where they are. Honestly, to be completely honest and transparent, I don't even know if some of the people are still alive. I'm a little older. Hey, JR, good to see you here. Thanks for joining in. I appreciate it, brother. I do want to give JR credit. Um, my friend Tom, my good friend Tom eBay, my good friend JR, and your families. I wish you guys the best, and we're gonna stay in touch. And I can't wait till we can get together and hang out and enjoy a nice meal together. You know, uh, that's something that we always like to do. It's go out and eat. That's like the thing. That's what older people do. That's like a big thing. We don't go to the clubs. We don't really go party anymore. We like to barbecue. We like to go out and eat, have a good time. You know, um, that's what guys do. You know what I'm saying? Women, they go shopping. They go shopping. They go clothes shopping. They go shopping for perfume and stuff like that. Hey, I just want to say, hey, thanks for everybody joining in and your comments and stuff. And I apologize if I missed your comments. I will go back, try to research everything. Hey, thanks, Hash Brown. I see you in the chat. Thank you very much. God bless you too. And I'm going to see you in a little while. I need to come over and get a picture with my grandson. Um, yeah, I look a lot different. For you new service members out there that are watching this, hey, when you're on duty and stuff like that, hey, listen, unless you got a profile, don't be going around in your uniform like this. You know, do what's right. maintain your uniform, maintain the Army standards. If whatever service you're in, make sure you stay disciplined. Yeah, absolutely a pleasure. Thanks, Lucy, for the comments. I really appreciate that. Um, you know, walking around here, looking at all the birds and stuff, this country is great, but let's keep it that way. You know, the suggestions that we have, whether our voice is heard, I plan on trying to be um, a strong voice, on YouTube. I do have a lot of ambition to try to build my channel into something, you know, bigger and better, you know, and I know I can get there. It's not going to be something that's going to happen quick. I've got 200 plus subscribers, and I appreciate every single one of you. Um, Eventually, I will get back to doing some baking. That's what I love to do. I love to cook also. But one of the big things I do love is putting out positive energy, good, solid information to people that's going to help them. I like to help people. I've been helped. I've got 30 years under my belt with the military. Today's my official retirement. I just want to let you guys know I really appreciate everything, all my friends and family. I could not have made it. I could not have done this without you guys there for support. Uh, you know, everybody, um, over the years. It just means so very much. Uh, yeah. Do I have issues? Hey, Jasmine, miss you too, and thanks for the comment. I appreciate that. Yeah, I love the beard also. I really appreciate the comments and the support. Um, there's not too much else I'm going to end up doing today. Just enjoying time with the family and stuff like that. But I just wanted to do a small live stream. And to wrap everything up, let me give you a little view before we cut off here. Um, yeah, look at this. You got people fishing on the beach. I don't know what they're fishing for. Maybe they're fishing for sharks. I don't know. But I've walked back and forth, and yeah, this is awesome, guys. The ground is sinking below me right now. But no problem. This is not the first time these boots have been wet. Just probably the first time these boots have been wet from a beach. Let's remember years ago, my father was in World War II, and they stormed the beach of Normandy, back in the day. I mean, it's amazing. And if you guys don't know anything about that, I invite you to look stuff up. Look up World War II. Look up what people, our ancestors and stuff like that in the past. Look up stuff that they went through. You know, I cannot compare the things I went through in war to what my father and my grandfather, and other people I know, what they went through. It's like some of the stuff. It's you can consider it inhuman because you can't imagine going through that stuff. Forget about being shot at and things that stuff like that. I mean, for anybody that's been in war or been deployed and stuff like that, anybody that's been shot at, it's not a big deal after a while. You get kind of used to it. I mean, not to sound crazy or anything, but it's almost, I can remember a lot of times, and all my friends and all my fellow soldiers that I was deployed with, I know they'll definitely agree with me if, you know, if we went out on a mission, um, you know, if we went out on a mission and we didn't get shot at, it was disappointing. We were upset. It just didn't make sense. You know, it sounds really crazy to say that, but it's actually true, and I know a lot of people will agree with me on that. But hey guys, once again, I just want to say thanks very much for joining in. I appreciate you guys coming in and checking out the live stream. Uh, Keep track of the channel. I absolutely will be putting out valuable information. A lot of stuff is coming. Going to concentrate more on the side of credit, building credit, fixing credit, establishing good credit, repairing credit, stuff like that. Credit is important, guys. I'm not saying go out today and just get up a bunch of credit cards and stuff like that and charge up a bunch of debt. That's not what I'm telling anybody. But it's important to start, build your credit file, build it solid, get those positive numbers, you know, and hold on to it because you're going to need it. That's what society's all about today. You can't do anything without credit. You can't get good interest rates on loans. You can't get a mortgage. You can't, you know what I mean? Pretty soon the working force, your job is going to depend on your credit. Okay, I said it in the past. You know, if you want to get good rates on car insurance and stuff like that, you got to have good credit these days to do that. So I'm getting a little sidetracked here from what the original content is supposed to be in this video. But hey guys, you know, here we are. There it is, guys. 30 years. I'm hanging them up. Thanks very much. I appreciate the support. And reach out to me. I got my contact information in the About section of my YouTube channel. Reach out to me. All of my friends, stay in touch. You guys have a great day. Take care. And just remember, always be blessed.